The MCU had a scene with the deep web and the dark web in it. What movie? The Incredible Hulk. Remember when he was communicating with Mr. Blue? That was a motherfucker off the goddamn deep web or the dark web. Who knows? And Mr. Blue was a sick fuck communicating with somebody who was genetically enhanced, who had these powers. Feel what I'm saying? And he was communicating with. Remember they was talking in code saying, do this and do that so you don't get caught. Am I wrong or am I right? You understand what I'm talking about? That was the dark deep web. So that made me think, if the deep web and dark web was talked about in the comic universe, it probably has been so far, the Punisher would dwell on the damn black web or the dark web because that's where he would get all his people. That's like a gold mine for the sickest fucks, man. It's people on there that have problems on there, man. They got issues on there. I'm talking about sick fucks, man. I'm talking about the sickest fuck you ever known is on the damn black web, dark web. And the dark web is a place you don't want to go, man. It's a rabbit hole you don't want to go. And a couple years ago, when I was a little bit younger, I would have went down the rabbit hole. I would have went and did all the stuff that they told you to do to go down it and just go down a loop. You know what I mean? Now I'm a grown ass man. I don't really give a fuck about that shit. I take your word for it. I watch the YouTube service videos or the TikTok service videos. I'm not finna go on that bitch, bro. I'm not finna go on that shit, bro. And plus, I done seen some nasty, crazy things on the regular internet. People say, "Oh yeah, it's stuff on there that you can't see on the regular web, bro." It's some stuff on the regular web. I can give you websites right now that shows you. I don't even want to say any names, and I could show you things. If you want to see all that stuff, it's on the internet, bro. It's accessible. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to the dark web. Now, maybe purchasing it, you maybe can't purchase nothing on there, but that shit is sick fuck, man. It's sick shit. For real. Future streamers and YouTubers. I was watching Fix It Felix say that the bigger he got going viral and stuff like that, he kept coming across trolls and people that didn't really want to do nothing with their life. And that's true, but really you're going to come across a lot of immature people, a lot of people who have nothing better to do with their lives. And he said that was weighing down on him because he was trying to find people that was elevating their life and was coming to him for advice to go further. First of all, it's a paradox because if they elevating their life, why the fuck would they be watching your ass? You know what I'm talking about? They wouldn't be watching you because they've already figured out the stepping stones to elevate. So they wouldn't come to you, motherfucker. They would have people around them that's like you in real life. So the only people that you're going to run across that watch you is like teenagers or men that have no fucking life. Men like motherfucking me in the fucking room right now in my fucking parents' house recording videos on TikTok. You're going to get fucking bozos. You're going to get fuck faces. But beware. You got to beware when you're making content. I make a lot of over-the-top comedy and all that type of bullshit right there. But I also have a lot of human nature, character analysis videos, talking about life, talking about the realities of life, being fat, things like that. These are things that help people. But the most viral things are the things that you're doing that are stupid. Just like Clav, he says stupid shit out of his mouth. He says racist things out of his mouth. But he was actually given a lot of information, and he's very informative on what to fix your face with, what to get that'll help you with acne, muscle, all type of shit. He knows all the names of your bones in your face. Clav actually has a lot of information. He's actually a very smart dude, right? I actually found Clav before he blew up. He would be on the internet, sitting down, talking about the realities of life. That's how I found Clav. He was just a dude with a chubby face, and he was talking about, oh, this is what you have to do, right? Yeah, when I found Clavicula, I didn't see him saying nigga and all that type of shit. I found him before he blew up. I found him before he was lean maxing and got with the cookie verse and all that type of shit. I had saw him as this white dude on TikTok that was sitting down, and he would talk about realities of life. He would talk about human nature. Then he would say these big words that I didn't know about your bones and your face and stuff like that. And he was just really smart. He knew what to take for himself, and he knew what to tell you to take and things like that. I had never seen nobody like Clav. Still, there's nobody like Clav. Feel what I'm saying? It's just that y'all don't know that, or people that see him off his viral clips, they don't know him sitting down telling you. He almost used to break that shit down to a science, bro. Vicula was a smart motherfucker, and he was saying the N-word to go viral. He been said that at the beginning. He said, well, shit, it's an untapped market, so I say it to get viral. And unfortunately, that's what blew him up. I'm not against people coming up to Clav and question him about saying the N-word and shit like that. What I'm against is you motherfuckers is doing it and not doing shit. Feel what I'm saying? Like, you going up asking him, yo, why you say the N-word and all that type shit. He told you why he said it is to go viral and shit, and it worked. But if I go up to you and ask you why you say the N-word, bro, I've already done mapped out. I'm finna pop you, or I'm finna just hit you, like, or shoot you. Feel what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna go to that level of doing it, because he's not gonna stop saying it, don't say shit about the shit, bro. Just shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing about him saying the N-word. Feel what I'm saying? That's why, to me, it's just like, y'all be talking, but y'all not doing nothing. You walking up to him, what? You walking up to him on street and not doing anything. Why? Like, you shouldn't even say nothing. That make you look like a bitch. That really do. You know what I'm saying? I just want freedom of speech too. You know, all them white boys and Mexicans get on here saying, well, it's just a word, nigga this, nigga that. Shit, I just want to have the same freedom of speech, bro. Just how your page stay up and you get to say nigga this and nigga that, women this, women that. I just want to say the same shit too. Don't take my page down when I get disrespectful as well. That's all I motherfucking want. Matter of fact, that's the only reason I can see a black person get mad. For them niggas saying nigga, what you should be getting mad at is how they can say it and you can't. You can't say stuff that's disrespectful, but they can. That's why black people should be mad. I ain't hear no niggas say that yet. They always keep walking up on niggas, hey, why you say the N-word, and don't do shit. They don't pop and shoot them or do nothing. Then the nigga confronted the security guard, which is a goddamn Uncle Tom. You ain't slap the nigga, you ain't shoot the nigga, you ain't got no niggas around you that's gonna pop the nigga. So you shouldn't have said shit. You should have just stayed in your motherfucking place, bro. Niggas know not to come to certain places that's gonna fuck you over, right? It's just a word, right? Let me say what I wanna say. Some people say that Michael Jackson's Thriller still sounds new. It does not sound new, but it sounds modern. And that's because it came out during the 80s. A lot of films, soundtracks, and albums from the 80s was about the future. It had this futuristic sound. It was all about what's going to be in the future. So that's how they songs sounded. That's how they albums sounded. Even the movies, it had a lot of futuristic sounds and things like that. So that's what you're really hearing. You're really hearing the future. Right, you're really hearing synths and things that you compare to the future, right? That's why even now, if in a couple more years, it'll still sound modern because we don't know what the future holds, and it was supposed to be the future. It's a fantasy world, the future, right? That's why people like Future, the rapper Future. His whole thing is being futuristic and sounding ahead of his time. So in a couple more years, Future will be one of them artists that you be like, damn, his music still sound modern because a lot of the sounds in his music and the way he flow and shit like that. Facts. All the movies of the 80s was about AI. It was about flying cars. It was about holograms, FaceTime, all that type of shit. Now we're in a time where we're actually seeing that stuff come to fruition, all the technology. So you saying, wow, that movie or that song or that album was ahead of its time. It was really fantasy. They were trying to predict what the future would sound like. That's why all the albums from the 80s sound futuristic. They sound modern, right? So when you hear Thriller, they try to attribute that and say, oh, Michael Jackson was ahead of his time. He was in a certain way, but he wasn't trying to be. You know what I'm saying? And to prove you wrong is Off the Wall. Off the Wall was the 70s album, disco, right? 80s whole thing was futuristic sounds, futuristic films. So his album was a part of that whole shtick. It was a part of that whole era. You know what I'm saying? That's why it sounds modern. Same thing with Bad. Feel what I'm saying? Does this register in your mind at all, you fucking imbecile?